polyamorous hashtag DTF comedian, UberCougaMama, on her third week of her World Comedy Tour debut launch here at the Comedy Club, and hashtag 40 years of chasing D. Give it up for UberCougaMama, everybody! Woo!
Close to the audience tonight, because, it's just a packed house. Easier that way. These heels really hurt, so I'm just going to sit. I'm going to be a lady, though. I'm not going to flash in my bibs or anything. I'm just going to sit. So, I am UberCougaMama. Y'all know what a cougar is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cougar. And I drove a lot of Uber, so that's how it works. You drive Uber as a driver, and you just drop into the conversation. I'm a cougar, and you keep on driving. You don't do anything after you say I'm a cougar. You just keep driving. And then later on, you say, "Do you know the grandbaby rule of cougardom?" They're like, "What? The grandbaby rule?" What you're doing is an age check, and you can't have them too young because they just don't know stuff. And you can't have too old, so you're doing an age check. They said, "What's the grandbaby rule, Mama?" I said, "Here we go. If I had a kid at 15 and she had a kid at 15, that kid is now, say, 24, 25. I cannot F with that child because that child is young enough to be my grandbaby." And they're like, "Oh, I get it." And then there's either like a real sad face in the front and the back, or they're like, "Well, I clearly fell ours. I'm over the grandbaby age." I said, "Thank God." And then you just scoop up. That's it. You just say, "I'm a cougar, I'm driving Uber," and you say the grandbaby rule, and then you just scoop up D. So that's what that is, scoop up D. Scoop up D. And then you just rinse and repeat. Always be tidy and clean. That's just a standard rule. Be clean, tidy, rinse, and repeat. So I had to pivot. I'm a pivoter. It's hard to tell on the stage right now because I'm not going to do it in these heels. But I've never been tall. No. Never been thin. No. Now I'm actually functionally disabled according to the U.S. government, so that's great. It gives me time to come do my comedy. So I work with what I've got. And what I've got is I pivot like a champ. Like a champ, I can pivot. So I wanted to be a cheerleader, and the cheerleaders were little bitches and wouldn't let me be a cheerleader. So I went to the coach, and I said, "Coach, cheerleaders are little bitches." And he was like, taken back. He was back in the day, 80s. And he's like, "Oh, what do you have in mind?" And I said, "Well, Coach, with my exceedingly high math scores, I think I can be an asset to the team. It's not my height, because I was 4'6" then. And it's not that I'm a white girl who can jump higher than my height. No, hell no, I can't do that. I was heavy back then even." So I said, "What's my math scores, Coach?" He goes, "Your math scores?" I said, "Statistician." And he looked at me and then like the light bulb went on. He goes, "You want to fuck up the cheerleaders, don't you?" Absolutely. So I pivot like a champ. So I drove a lot of Uber when I first got to Kansas City, and then you know what happened? Bitches got me. Goddamn bitches. Those cops. I have a mental condition called mania, bipolar manic, and I was driving, let's just say 111 on 70 with some teenagers in the car. Whole bunch of giggling and laughing girls, and we were having a good time. It felt like I was about 30. Everything was just fine. I felt like I was driving 30. Red lights, pull over. Well, those goddamn little girls couldn't keep their fucking mouth shut. You know what they did? They told their mamas that I think we got pulled over doing 111. And of course, I got canned from Uber. So that it shortcut my D. Couldn't get any D anymore. Because I wasn't driving Uber. That's why I was picking up the D, scooping, rinsing, and repeating. So I had to pivot. And I decided a couple of weeks ago, I saw the flyer that was out over at brunch nearby, and it said comedy night. And I said, well, I was looking for an answer to my prayers. I think this is it. I'm going to start my comedy tour. And overnight, I became UberCougaMama, Kansas City's polyamorous DTF comedian, because I figured you should just own that shit. You know, if you're a DTF, you should wear a big old t-shirt or something. I don't wear t-shirts, so they just make me look fat. But I should have like a big old DTF sign. And I go up to people, and I promote my stuff wildly at Quick Trip. I'd grab a stack of Quick Trip UberChasingD, big old letters on my napkin. And I go up to people at the gas pumps. I say, hey, y'all like to laugh? And they're like, huh? They think I'm asking for money. Yeah, huh? I said, do you like to laugh? I'm a new comedian in town, and I want to see if you like to laugh. And they're like, kind of give me the eye. And I said, okay, here we go. And then I announced who I am. I'm UberCougaMama, Kansas City's polyamorous DTF comedian. And depending on who they are and their age range, when I get DTF, like there's a confusion pattern there. Because I look like a 40-plus-year-old white school teacher. And they're not expecting those words to come out of my mouth. They think I must be talking about something else. Because they know DTF, but surely that lady's not saying DTF in my face. Yeah, I'm saying it. Cougar! So I'm promoting a quick trip, and then I tell them the name of my world tour. Because I figure go big or go home. 2022 world tour. World tour, not a local tour, a Midwest tour, hell no. World tour! Why not announce it big? Hashtag, because everything's a freaking hashtag now. Hashtag 40 plus years chasing D. And I tell people that's my world tour title at the quick trips. And they either like slam the door closed and lock the windows, you hear the click sound, or they're like, really? And there's like a little sparkle in their eyes. I say, yeah, I'm on YouTube. Go to UberCougar, UberChasingD, right now, grab your phone. And you can follow me everywhere. On Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat. Yeah, I Snapchat like a champ. Don't I, Kevin? Oh, yeah. I can't sleep because I'm manic, so there's not enough D in the world, so I'm not sleeping. So, hell, I got a Snapchat. Anyway, so UberCougar, and I tell them about my stuff. So, talked a little bit about pivoting, and we talked about the Med Holiday. Did I say Med Holiday yet? April 1st, April Fool's Day. I said, fuck it. I've been on 30-some-odd meds, now 40-some-odd prescriptions for a long time. I think it's time for a Med Holiday. So I kept my insulin, my migraine meds, and every third night, if I haven't slept in 3 nights, I take some sleeping pills. And I've got everything else out right now, which means I'm unhooked, I'm unmedicated, and I'm unchained. I'm off the hook. I got 5 psych meds instantaneously, and they were high dose meds. So I'm a little cuckoo, and that's okay. I'm down with cuckoo. Are y'all down with cuckoo? Well, cuckoo's pretty fun. Cuckoo's real fun. So I'll just tell you one little quick story because, we got such a big audience tonight. I'm going to tell you one quick story until they grab the mic away. Let's see. Okay, here's the story. I'm driving Uber back in the day when I was still an Uber driver with my Uber degree. I'm driving Uber and 2 dudes roll into my backseat. And they were higher than MF. I mean, they were so high. It was not puff daddy high, like puffing and rolling off of them. It was resin balls coming off of their clothes, sticking to my bed's high. I mean, these are seriously high folks. They get into my car and we start chatting. I chat to everybody. Hey, what do you do? Where you going? What's up? We're in the hip-hop industry. I'm like, hip-hop industry? What's that mean, son? There's 2 of them. Well, I still didn't get an answer. I mean, I asked like 17 questions. Because I wanted to know what they do. Are they recording artists? Do they do DJ work? Are they in the sound booth? Are they do videos? Are they make t-shirts? I didn't know what it meant. And they didn't clarify. So we're joking around. I used to play 2 Truths and a Lie with a lot of my passengers on the long runs. And so they get to hear little weird shit about me, like the boys basketball. I say, I got 2 letters in boys basketball as one of my 2 Truths and a Lie. And of course everybody says that's not true. She's white. There's no chance she's got 2 parts, 2 letters in boys basketball. So I thought I dropped in these fun little stack points in the 2 Truths and a Lie. But we're joking around. This is a long trip from way out of Kansas back into town. And they go, one of them says, oh, well, I was promoting boudoir, first of all. Back then, I was a boudoir photographer full-time. That means hair, makeup, and lingerie for women or women-identified individuals empowerment. And it's all about getting your mojo. And so that's my gift in the world, is I do this type of photography. So I'm cheap as a motherfucker. I mean, you saw the quick trip promotions, right? UberCougar on their own napkins. I didn't pay for that. So I didn't pay for models for my stuff. I just used my tatas and my honey on my card. And I was laying my card out in my Uber to every single passenger, male, female, I didn't care. If you're somewhere who might be into my stuff. So everybody got the cards. So we're driving, and then the cousin says, Cuz, I think this could be our driver. And then the other one's kind of leaning around the seat looking at us, trying to figure it out. Are those my cousins or not? And he goes, well, if it is our driver, she's got mighty fine tatas. That made me laugh. So they got 1 point there. And then I had a little lacy panty shot on my eye. The other one goes, well, for a white girl, she's got a fine ass. I'm getting a little flash over there, so I'm going to back it up here real fast. They're in the back seat, and we're laughing and joking, and they go, Mama, have you ever seen DVD? Now, I like playing games with people, and I just come straight away. I didn't want to know. I didn't know what DVD was or anything. Mama, have you ever touched DVD? DVD, is that ad agency? Is that talking about ad agency? What are you talking about? Mama, you know BBD, right? You're just playing us. I didn't want to know. I didn't giggle. I was trying not to giggle right forward. Anyway, Mama, have you ever done BBD? And I didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. They go, Mama, we're packing. I said, what? You got guns in my car? Get out of my car! I said, no, Mama. No, Mama, we're packing. And I said, well, holy hell. Anyway, I traded phone numbers with one of them. And on the next time on stage, I put him in my phone first name, because he was rapping, and his first name, hip hop, SF for San Francisco. And next time I'm on stage, I might happen to tell you a little bit about my rapper and the biggest D I've ever seen. UberCougaMama signing out. UBRCGR everywhere. Hope you had fun tonight, and thank you so much for Comedy Club Legends here in Graytown, Missouri, for hosting me for the 3rd week straight on my world tour. Hashtag 40 plus years chasing D.
Oh.
Keep it going for YrsChasingD, everybody. It make me wonder what my grandma be doing on Saturdays now. She always want to be on.